Hi, you guys. Hey, Kat. How you doing, Avi? You good? Nice. Nikki, how you feeling? Good. Perfect. Um, I think Diane's on her way in. Let's see here. Um, how was class with Louisa yesterday? Good? Yeah, I love it. Hey, Diane. Good to see you. All right, let's go ahead and start in child's pose. Just let the hips rest on the heels in child's pose for a few breaths. You got it. Hey, girl.
Hi there. Sorry, the the times have changed here in Europe. Um, for this week,
Oh,
you guys change on Sunday in the States.
oh.
Yeah.
So
So
that,
everything is back this week so it means I can join you on Thursday at least.
so what is that? Diane, what do we normally do when this happens? You and I move to 11, right? Okay, got it. When does that happen? This Sunday?
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
Diane, I like IDK.
Yeah, Europe changed on the Sunday and the States all change this coming Sunday. So yeah.
Thank you. Let me make a note real quick.
Okay.
Thank you for keeping track.
Pleasure. So it's great for one Thursday. It means that this Thursday at 7 o'clock for me instead of 8, which is great.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead and walk the hands over to the right side. Nice deep breath here, and then walk the hands back to center and on over to the other side. Breathe into the low part of the ribs. Looks good. And then come on back to center here. Nice. And then slide into your little cat stretch. Slide. Yeah. Ooh, Avi, shoulders look good today. Yeah. Nice. Breathe. Nice deep breaths here. Good. We'll take 3 more breaths. Really let that belly soften. Let the shoulders soften. And then you can start to just sink the hips back down to the heels. Let the arms rest alongside the body here. Good. And then we'll lift up to a tabletop position. And slide one arm through on over to the other side. We can start with that right arm under all the way over to the other side. And then take that left leg out to the side. Nice big stretch up into that upper part of the back. Tough spot to get into. Nice big inverted twist. You got it, Avi. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And take about 3 more breaths here. And then bring the knee back down, push up into your tabletop. And we'll do that on the other side. Nice work. Perfect. Take that left arm through. Nice, deep, inverted, compressed twist. Breathe normally. Looks good, Nikki. Good, nice work. Try to get a little bit more up into the upper back, Avi, off of the shoulder, maybe. How's that feel? Yeah, nice twist. Good, we'll take about 3 more breaths here. And then go ahead and come on back to your tabletop position. We'll take a couple of breaths in child's pose. You got it. Nice. Yeah. And then we're going to slide back into that cat stretch again, just for about 5 breaths, just to get back up into that upper back. Should feel pretty good. Nice work. And then just make your way onto the belly. Take one arm out to the side and step back behind you with that other foot, that nice deep belly stretch here. Nice deep breaths. We'll just stay here for about 1 more minute. Nice. Just soften the waist. Looks great, Avi. Couple more breaths here. And then go ahead and roll onto the belly. We'll do that same thing on the other side. Nice and easy. Just spending a lot of time in the shoulder girdle today. Get that all moving and soft. About 1 more minute. Perfect. Go ahead and roll onto the belly. Make your way to child's pose. Tuck the toes and just come on up. Bring the torso up, just sitting on the heels. With the toes tucked. And come onto the tops of the feet and maybe lift the knees. Nice round back. And swing the legs around in front. Keep the feet about hip width apart. We're going to come right into a forward fold. Mm-hmm. And let the neck relax. And start to walk the torso up. And take the hands back behind you. Just start to walk the hands away from you. Just get into that super weird shoulder stretch here. And start to walk the torso back up. And that's just such a weird stretch. I know it's good, but it just kind of makes me want to then do this and just let that go. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and meet up on the shins here. We'll take the right leg out to the side. And start to slide the hand down that leg. So getting all that length along the outside edge of the body. Once you reach your limit, you're going to push that inside edge in toward the spine. So it kind of crunches you up, but it'll give you like another this much length on that outside edge. Push that inside edge in toward the spine. And we'll stay here for a couple more breaths. Start to just rotate the rib cage up toward the ceiling a little bit. Keep all of that length. Maybe bring the gaze up under the arms. You can look up at the ceiling. And then bring that torso back to neutral and then back up to vertical. And we're just going to swivel toward that extended leg, pull the toes toward you, and tilt the pelvis forward. the front of the body nice and long here. And then go ahead and shift the hips forward. So ideally that front knee is going to move out past that foot. Good, and swivel into your Cossack squat, please. Keeping that left leg extended. Yep, you got it. You okay? Good. Swivel back into that lunge facing toward that right knee. Shift the hips back and pull the front toes toward you. And then we're gonna just sit on the buns here. And so when you sit down, that left knee foot's on the outside of that knee. So you've got internal rotation. If this bugs your knees, just let me know. You can skip it. But if that's okay, yep. Turn all the way toward the right side. That right leg is active. Go ahead and lift and lower. So you're gonna lift those hips as high as you can. We're still getting into that big side body stretch here. So just figure out how far away you want your hands. Push through the top of that foot and lift. Super awkward. It's good movement for you. Push and lift. We'll do that a couple more times. Push and lift. Really push through the top of that foot and lift. Good. Go ahead and sit back down. Lift back up to that little half splits thing, and then swivel facing toward the side again. So you're ending up right back where we started with one shin on the floor and one leg extended. And we'll just do all of that on the other side. I'm going to come onto my right shin, extend my left leg, and start to slide the hand down that leg. Reach, get lots of length along here, and push that inside edge in. Keep reaching through that top hand for whatever is over on that other side of where you are. Push that left side in. And then we'll take those few breaths, just rotating the rib cage up, bring the gaze up maybe. This should not feel good. It's quite, I can't talk and do it at the same time. But breathe and relax the jaw. And then come back to neutral. Nice. And then bring the torso up. Swivel toward the leg that's straight. Pull the toes towards you and come on forward. Keep the front of the body long here. You got it. And lift the torso just a little bit and start to shift the hips forward. Adjust your front foot so that the knee is out past the toes. Nice deep breaths here. And then start to shift the hips back. Sit all the way down. Should be perfect distance between the feet here. That right foot's going onto the outside. I'm going to turn toward the left and lift. Good. And sit back down. You want to get this right into that mid back. Keep the back round when you do it, when you're lifting. Push through the top of that foot. Just gets into that whole back chain a little bit differently. And just lift and lower, maybe 2 more times. Nice work. And then lift up to that little half split here. And turn toward the side. Good. And we skipped that Cossack squat on this side. So go ahead and sink down into that Cossack squat. Nice work. Good. We'll take about 2 more breaths here. And straighten that leg. Nice wide leg forward fold. We're gonna slowly start sliding into our middle splits here. So do whatever you can. Take your time. Yep. Use whatever you want. Nice. That's awesome. Wow. That looks good. I bet. Amazing. That's come a long way. Yeah. Nice, Nikki. Oh, yeah. Good. One more minute. Breathe. Relax the jaw. Notice wherever it is that you're gripping. And even if it's in the breath, just let all of that soften. Nice, Diane. Mm-hmm. The timer's going off, Nikki. Like, when is that minute up? All right. And then just start to do whatever you need to do to get out of this and recover. Ah. Hi. Hi. Go on. And then we're gonna meet up on the belly. We're just gonna move a little, move around a little bit, starting on the belly. Okay. Oh, good girl. So we're just gonna do that belly twist, except end up in a Cossack squat. So I'm just gonna roll, I'm staying on my forearms, just gonna step back with that right foot and then lift up to that little Cossack squat. Come back onto the forearms and switch sides. Nice full body movement. Come onto the forearms. Lift up. You got it. Yeah. No, very good. Good, Nikki. Step back a little bit further as you're bringing the torso up. So you want to, so you don't have to move that other leg. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. That's so great. You love this. You love Cossack squat so much. I know, I can see it in your face. Yes. See, that's so nice though. Yeah. Just a little bit of rolling around, I like to roll around. Good for you. Nice hip mobility without thinking about hip mobility. That's what we want here. Good. And next time you roll on up and end up in a Cossack squat, just straighten whichever leg is bent, and we're going to come into a straddle. Good. Let the pelvis tilt forward. Nice, Diane. That looks awesome. Nice, Babette. Very good. Guys look good. And go ahead and walk the torso up, and we'll swivel over the right leg and come into a forward fold. Perfect. Okay with me if that left bun lifts up. Fine with me. And go ahead and bring that torso up, and we'll swivel over the other leg and come right back down. Good. And bring the torso up. We'll go ahead and bring that right shoulder way to the inside. Roll basically on to the top of that thigh. Reach up overhead. You can always bend the knee, that left knee, if that gives you a little bit more range of motion to reach the foot. Totally fine with me. Looks good and feels good. Either way, keep that left leg straight or bend it. Oh, yeah. Perfect. So just like we did in that when we were on the one shin with the leg straight, just rotate that torso just a little bit, just the rib cage up toward the ceiling, just a little bit. Yes. Excellent. Excellent, you guys. Nice deep stretches, big, deep, even conscious breaths. Good. If you have that little bit of rotation here, bring it back to neutral and then bring the torso up, and then we'll come into that on the other side. Bring that left shoulder way to the inside. And it's always good to just stay here for several breaths before you start that little bit of rotation. When I do this with my right leg straight, when I start that little bit of rotation, it just lifts my whole right bun up off of the mat because I'm so tight right there. Just always good reminder. Start that slight rotation of the rib cage. Two more breaths here. Okay, but slight rotation, come back to neutral first. Use the hands, help that torso up. Good job, you guys. And then help the knees together. We'll give them a little squeeze. And then rock up and down the spine a few times. You can hold on to the backs of the thighs or onto the shins. Nice work. And then go ahead and lie on the back, straight legs, and bring that right leg up. Grab the outer edge of the foot. And then lift the head and shoulders and slide that other hand down. Try to touch the knee. If you want to pick that other leg up, that's totally fine. Or keep the foot on the mat, but definitely lift the head and shoulders. We're going to get into that good compression here. Nice little crunch. You can support the back of the head if you like, if it bugs your neck. Use that belly to pull closer to the thigh. Just like a negative scissor handstand exit. This is exactly what it's going to feel like. Bring the head and shoulders down. Keep holding onto the foot and take the foot out to the side. Keep both buns grounded, both shoulder blades grounded. Good. Go ahead and bring that leg back up to center. Reach around with the other hand for the outer edge, and then we're going to come into a twist. So keep both legs straight, drop that leg across the body, and keep both shoulders grounded. Nice. Breathe into the low part of the ribs here. You can almost like a little bit draw the low belly in and up and keep that right shoulder blade grounded a little bit more and breathe. Just makes it more active. And bring that leg back up to center. Release that foot. We'll do that on the other side. Bring that left leg up. And lift the head and shoulders. Crunch that low belly. This is your negative. This is your eccentric scissor exit right here. This is how much you should feel that in that crunch in the low belly. Use abdominal strength to pull the belly up to meet the thigh rather than trying to get the thigh down to the belly. Yep, support your head, no problem. Just using one arm to hold on to that leg. Use that belly more, Avi. Not less flexibility, more strength. There you go. Yes, good. And then bring the head and shoulders down. Keep holding onto that foot and then take that leg out to the side. Just keep holding on to the outer edge of the foot and keep the right bun grounded, that right leg straight. Breathe. And bring that leg back up to center. Reach around for the outer edge with the other hand and come into that twist. Keep that left shoulder grounded here. Draw the low belly in and up and really just support that twist from coming right from the lowest part of the spine. Super nice. But 2 more breaths here. And bring that leg back to center. Good. Bring that leg down. Good job. Hug the knees to the chest. And rock up and down the spine a few times. Should feel pretty good. Nice massage for the back. And then roll all the way up. Nice work, you guys. Hope that felt good after yesterday's class. And I will see you on Thursday. Have a good one. Bye, you guys.